it's winter again, and you get wrecked.
And you're starving, and because the Russians, they have no problem with just, starving their own people. They'll just burn everything, and then you're stuck in the middle of Russia in the winter.
All right, well, look at this from HellRaisers. This is some real speed. Oh, God, Epsilon, this is not going to work out well. They weren't counting on the Glock train, but choo-choo, here it comes. And HellRaisers are gone. So Epsilon are gone immediately. Scream and Uzi, just 2-on-4 here. I mean, Scream is trying to land a headshot, but he's going to have to... Oh, my lord, he's took down Simple. And now it's actually doable. HellRaiser's got to stay put here. Try not to show your face to Scream, because he might just rip it right off. You
can't help but giggle when Scream starts landing shots like this. It's such a pleasure to watch. And Uzi taking point here in CT. It's going to be Scream with a bit of the flash going through, creating an opening here, but everybody holding around angles. HellRaisers, they're playing this really smartly. Uzi's still going to find the headshot on Doja, but Kucher alive on that side is going to shut him down. And now it's all about Scream. He gets another headshot, but doesn't get the final kill. Scream came so close, got 3 kills in the end, but HellRaisers, they walk away with the round.
Oh, man. If he had landed that last shot, Scream, I mean, I don't know what to say.
He didn't have a kit, though.
No, he didn't have a kit, but...
So it's like sad times, right? But
Epsilon is still feeling a little bit frisky here, going for armor on 3 and then scouts on the last 2. And HellRaisers, of course, they got the bomb down. They buy 2 Galils, an AK, and then 2 pistols, which is actually a little bit strange, but...
It's like the Fnatic play. They're going for a Fnatic right now.
Oh, the wall bang. All right, Markelov. Not everyone needs walls, like...
That's some Freiburg level play there from Markelov, actually. That's pretty sick. Like, you can wallbang through there, and if you spot it out on the radar, if you know that it's coming, you can make that happen. So Markelov jumps on the opportunity, gets the first frag for his team. Now they've got the man advantage going into this, and Epsilon, they're going to be struggling a little bit here.
Some My God level play right there. That's what it is. PM over here. Ready, gonna try and flash himself in, maybe. It's not such a bad idea with the C-set 75. He's got to do it now. If they get too close, it's not really going to work out in his favor. And the flashbang, well, he's got a couple of targets, and oh, it could have been a beautiful double kill. Definitely a big opening here. If only somebody on Epsilon had an HE grenade, it could be even better, but GMX is going to do without it. It's just a straight headshot. This is still not that bad, but Scream goes down. He does get a shot in on Angel, so the only one who has any real health right now is actually Markelov. But he's going to be in a good position anyway. 3 of his mates are still alive.
This FX will find a shot. I mean, he's already getting tagged down to 34, and now he is gone. And you already had Doja wrapping around as well on him, so it wasn't really going to work out there for Epsilon in the end. HellRaisers, despite the sustained pressure put onto them by Epsilon, HellRaisers were able to weather that storm and walk out with that round. So now it's Epsilon having to just go ahead and eco again. Epsilon, actually, Scream does have enough for a CZ, so we'll see if he can actually do any damage here, if he can get into a cheeky spot and hold an angle.
That works out pretty well for HellRaisers. They only lost 1 guy, and they started with 2 pistols, then they steal a scout. So, okay, they have to rebuy another rifle on somebody. I think Simple bought an AK, but Doja just sticks with the scout. And why not? They pretty much know that Epsilon aren't going to be showing up with anything here, so they might as well keep it going. Pretty aggressive move coming out here from Epsilon. I kind of like this. I feel like aggressive B pushers, and actually any point in the game, when they have rifles too, is generally something that's worth trying. But Angel is apparently doing some good damage through the wall, and that the follow-up grenade from Doja.
Yeah, Doja, no fun allowed. You can play hide and seek all you want, but he's going to hunt you down eventually.
Yeah, and PM is very low here, so Simple will easily get into the site. The bomb's actually all the way over at the sort of at the A side of the middle, but they're bringing him back now. Slow rotation coming in here from HellRaisers. Not that it really matters at all. I mean, it's not like Epsilon are in a great position to jump on them at any point, but still worth taking a note of just in case the 2 people, because Foxjo and Scream were pushing up towards A, so maybe if they'd caught the guy with the bomb and killed him, there could have been like an awkward scenario, but
sure,
none of that really happens. And now Markelov has gone hunting.
Exactly, that's the thing. Markelov gets the triple at the end, but still, Markelov was the one watching that bomb carrier, making sure that Kucher could get onto that site. So then Markelov just kind of hangs back, lurks, makes sure that Epsilon can't sneak in from behind. And that time around, Epsilon just walk right into the blender. So solid play there by Markelov. We see that scout. It's been dropped now. Doja decides to pick up that AK-47 for himself. And he's got, it's going to be full rifles for everybody here. But the real distressing point is that Epsilon, they don't have enough money to get Foxio on and off on the AWP. So there's no sniper rifle here for the Frenchman.
And that's because of that second round pistol buy they went for with the armor. I mean, Foxio was one of the guys who picked that up. So actually, I agree. That's pretty disappointing for Epsilon because he's such a strength on it with that rifle. So hopefully he's going to be able to pick one up soon, but if they lose this round, well, it's going to be really bad for them.
It's going to be really sad times. Oh, and they're going to go for... Are they really going to go for a bit of a smoke round? Yeah, it seems like it. They're going to have the smoke set up here for the A site, and they've started the boosterinos. They've got Doja looking towards mid.
So look at this. Smoking all the way off to the truck, and also one landing at the right-hand side. So they just, this is just perfectly landed from HellRaisers. Very nice execution so far, but they run into Scream, and he's going to take down Angels. That's puts kind of a hold on everything, and that gives Epsilon a lot of time. There are already 3 people here with a 4th guy in the middle, and this is actually looking not too bad for the CT side, although Kucha trying to get in here. Uzi's going to take 2 kills before anything else happens, and then it's GMX to finish it off. So I think HellRaisers had the right idea. I'm just wondering why they ended up being so slow.
No, they did get bogged down, didn't they?
Yeah.
And Scream kind of stepping in there at the right time, managing to get a kill, but they still managed to get a refrag there, HellRaisers. They still managed to pick somebody off mid, but the guys who were pushing out through A main, the main playmakers there for HellRaisers, they just got annihilated by Uzi.
Yeah, it's also worth pointing out, I think, that the smokes going in towards truck actually did nothing at all for them because nobody was holding from back there. So, I mean, Epsilon, if they had a setup, and it's not uncommon to see, we'll have to take a look at the minimap. It's not this round, but if we pick up another round, I mean, that could be one of the rounds where that play would have worked out better for HellRaisers. So you can't just, sometimes you do take a bit of a guess and just hope, oh, all right, trick or treat. And I don't know what Scream got, but it was neither candy or anything else there. Just, that was uncomfortable.
That's yeah, that's a shame. So that Markaloff with just a great read there.
Do they have like Halloween in Ukraine? Maybe Markaloff doesn't know how to play.
That's the thing. If you open a door, Markaloff, it's not candy he's waiting for. With
yeah,
he's gonna think it's just well, we'll keep the political jokes out of this. So HellRaisers now man advantage situation here. Epsilon trying to push in, and good timing there to actually get into Garage. This could be really interesting. And there you go. GMX picks up 1. He's gonna get 2 as well. This is not supposed to happen. He finds the 3rd one, and GMX has just come in huge for his team.
And Angel somehow falling asleep behind him. I mean, he's finally going to take down GMX, but in fact, GMX could have only had 1 kill then. If only Angel had been communicating with the rest of his team, I'm pretty sure they would have had a great scenario. Maybe he was worried about getting shot in the back, I'm not sure, but that seemed like Angel let at least 2 of his teammates die for no real reason.
He has to go right now. 10 seconds left here.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit of a bug out here. That's actually the first time I've seen this.
Ah, somebody's forgot to plug in a cable somewhere, or it's halfway in. Angel has put down the bomb. This is freaking me out, man.
Yeah, I don't know what to think anymore.
Angel's going to go down. Didn't really stand a chance in that 1-on-2. And they had so much time to get here anyway. So nicely handled by Epsilon. I mean, GMX sneaking in from behind and getting a triple kill. Either way, it was still a really good move from him. Pretty impressive stuff. And
oh, yeah. The individual performance there from GMX just made that round just perfectly.
Our trip has gone away.
Apparently somebody got hit, but this was Markaloff's moment. He nearly tags down Uzi, and then it just so happens that Scream opens the door and stands up.
No, he hit him. He hit him with a headshot through.
And he got him.
That's beautiful.
But really, that was actually just a bit of a mistake there from HellRaisers. Really, GMX's play, like he should get 1 kill. That's it, right?
Yeah.
And but then he turns that into a series of 1v1s, and that's how that play is actually made there. GMX, he can deal with 1v1s. I mean, he can take those fights. But if HellRaisers they were to play with their numbers and actually face him together, then GMX he gets 1 kill and.
Well, I mean, they should have just stood still and said, all right, Angel, your turn to get in and backstab him, and that would have been it. But yeah, they kept facing him 1 at a time, and Angel just kind of did nothing with his position. It's a little bit weird. Either way, it's a good start to this round for HellRaisers as they take down GMX, the hero of the last round. Scream looking for an opening, just clicking once, just trying. And in the meantime, Uzi goes down, and this is a big problem now.
Where it starts to get a little hairy. Scream, though, manages to pick up 1, but he's going to get returned on by Angel. The bomb is going to get picked up here once again by HellRaisers. 40 seconds left on this clock, so they still have time to act. And it looks like they've decided for a B play here. PM.
Oh, great timing on the smoke. That's actually going to help him out a lot, because they are going to end up with the B bomb site here, which is a good idea, I think. If they rotate back to A, this could be horrible for them. This AWP from Foxio could be plenty to stop them. We've seen this time and again, and he's already got the first kill, looking for a second one. He's got a lot of angles to cover, but this is actually where he is pretty much an expert in the field. They're trying to get a little bit closer to him, and they are going to wrap around very close, but he can't get the kill there. I think that was some team damage coming in onto Angel, but they're going to get the bomb down, and PM, he actually shouldn't even go for this.
Yeah, he's going to back off, which is a smart play at this point. 1v3 A retake. It's not going to happen when HellRaisers have good after-plant positions. They could even pick up the AWP from Foxio. But Foxio, that's also like a heartbreaking moment for him, just because every time he looks away, he's basically looking away from the one HellRaisers member who's sneaking around the corner, right? If he picks up any of those guys if he can pick up one kill at any point there, it's perfect for him. He could then just play the quad boxes and just hide behind that site. But HellRaisers, because they've managed to actually face him together and just gun him down, it falls apart. So HellRaisers only losing 2 guys this round, but more importantly, just keeping that momentum going. And look at the state of the economy right now for Epsilon. They just don't have anything in the bank.
Well, they really don't. I mean, Epsilon trying to fight a fair bit in the middle against HellRaisers, just some aim duels going on, and HellRaisers simply came out on top. So they ended up in that really favorable, 2-on-4 situation, and that's enough for them to make it into either bomb site. And the fact that they actually chose the A bomb site, I think, gave them less of a chance, but they still made it work. So I think if they had gone for B, it would have been even easier. Really hard for PM to hold in a 1-on-3 coming into it like that. So Simple with the AWP, missed the shot, but again, they're up against mainly pistols here. Although Angel has already taken a fall, so that's like good news, I suppose, for GMX with that Deagle.
Exactly, that Deagle playing a big role here. GMX knows how to use it as well, and Scream has got one of his own. But HellRaisers, they have to know that they're facing pistols at this point, so they should be just gathering up and not really going out alone. Nice rifle control there as well, making sure that Angel's rifle can't get picked up. So well played there by Doja, and it does look like it's going to be the A play eventually here.
Look at this boost. Is it going to be the 1D with the Scream? And there it is, Kucha instantly taken out. Smart play from Epsilon, just boosting up like that. And though they go and peek, and Simple is going to take one down for it, they're still moving up here. Uzi, this is headshot range with the P250. If they come around the corner, he's going to be ready for it. Markelov is right there, but he misses the shot a little bit. Now goes for a second engagement and is missing a lot of bullets. Finally connects with the second to last one on Simple. And we've got 25 seconds here for a 2-on-2 now.
But the wraparound here from FXO, he's trying to get in behind them as quickly as possible. He's going to be able to pick up an AWP as well. Oh, no, but then he gets caught out in the open by Markelov just as he finds the sniper rifle. But PM, with a double headshot play, will retake the site in Epsilon. They strike right back at HellRaisers.
Smooth control there, especially with the second shot. That was just very nicely handled. No fear at all. You can tell that he had that under control, and especially because, I mean, Foxio did kind of bungled that. He could have actually saved that AWP. They could have got the AWP and walked back and actually scoped up. He sounded like he just was a little bit out of position. And, just for the record as well, he's 1-1-6, so he needs to do more. Can't hit that...
Can't hit that wall right now.
No, definitely not a good idea.
But we have a bit of a force buy coming out here from HellRaisers. Looks like they put everything they have into this round. Angel only sitting with the CZ.
I think they're going for the smoke round. Again, you can see them setting up out on the T side. And this time, actually, again, if they smoke Chalk, it's not going to work that well. But if they smoke the middle of the map, there's only going to leave one person inside the A-bomb site. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. But Epsilon should know what's coming. They've already seen the strategy once, and smokes are in the exact same positions. Although, yeah, the one for middle here, Scream is not going to wait for it. He just runs right through and picks up a kill. Doja with a quick return. They need to be faster, HellRaisers, before the backup comes in here. Uzi, out of bullets, going to go down eventually. And Doja does as well.
That still takes way too much time to get rid of Uzi. Foxio is going to be able to pick one up through the smoke. GMX taking a little bit of nade damage there, and Foxio dancing. Not hitting that shot. He will get the follow-up, however, but in the meantime, his mate's actually cleaning up. It's down to Markelov now in a 1v2, hanging out on the site, but PM once again walks into this A site and just gets rid of him so quickly.
Yeah, I like his control. It seems like he was not really doing that much over at the B-bomb site, but these last two retakes have been pretty good for him. And I mean, the smokes only worked so far for HellRaisers, because by the time they were trying to get out of the bomb site, the smokes that they had used to get in were fading away, and they lost a couple of people to it. Even though FXO actually did miss the first shot, they decided to take the fight with him anyway, which was a little bit silly for HellRaisers. But that force-up didn't work out for them. They got the bomb plant. They still can't afford to buy this round. So 4-4 is what we're looking at right now, and I don't know. I mean, Epsilon, at least they're not getting 16-1 here.
Yeah, exactly, right? They're putting up a bit of a fight.
Yeah.
They are on the favorite side here of this map, so we expect them to come out ahead in the rounds. Scream is going to find the headshot on Simple, going for that boost, and Scream gets another one. Markelov taken out. Now we look at Epsilon. Basically, just perfect hold from them. Not a single point of damage taken. Doesn't get any cleaner than that.
Let's say the way this map has been playing out, at least to my memory and my feeling, it's like a 10-5 kind of map. 10 rounds for the CT side, about 5 rounds for the terrorist side. 9-6 isn't too bad either, I suppose. But if you want to be sure you had a really good first half, I think it's about 10 rounds you need on the CT side. So that's still possible for Epsilon. They just need to keep fighting at this point. But Simple's picked up an AWP, and they're going for the boost up on the truck. That's all the way back by the T spawn. So a pretty nice idea, but No targets presenting themselves yet, and Doja sitting in the fire to take that fight with GMX still comes out on top.
Yeah, takes that fight and actually wins it. They're going to decide to revoke the boost, change it up, go for the boost up into mid instead to support Doja, who's kind of caught in the corner here, but Kucher's going to be setting up for a way out.
Kucher.
A bit of a failed smoke there, doesn't get it into connector perfectly. Scream still kind of dancing around, but he doesn't really have any targets.
He's going to get flashed in by a teammate, then the Molotov off into... well, that's a really good idea, though. The flash followed by the Molotov to make sure that nobody from vents could help out, and hopefully they could get a kill on someone flashed. It just didn't work out. PM was a little bit too quick to turn around, and that was it. Now it's a 3-on-3, but they've made their way into the B bomb site, and they've found nobody here because Foxyo has snuck out with just this CSET 75 and an AWP to take down Markolov, and that's the bomb drop as well. With 35 seconds, that's a pretty big issue here for HellRaisers.
Oh, that's very nicely done there by Doja, picking up PM and CT spawn. It's now into a 2-on-2, 30 seconds left, and HellRaisers not really too close to getting onto a bomb site. It's going to be Doja here, just holding the angle, and that's all Foxyo needs. The passive play there by Doja does not work out at all for HellRaisers, and now he has to hunt down Foxyo, but Fox is going to be camping that bomb. 16 seconds left. There's just not enough time here for Doja.
Nope, he would have had to have run all the way now. The best he can do is try and kill both of them in 10 seconds. He's going to go for one and runs out of bullets. Oh, God. And Foxyo just fades away with a quad kill, surviving on 4 health. That was fairly ridiculous.
He heard you, Anders. He heard that, you know, you were throwing some stones at him.
Yeah, I was.
And now Foxyo waking up, perhaps.
Well, he was playing horribly. He was 1-1-6. Now he's 7-1-6. So well played, Foxyo. I mean, that's delightful. I'm happy that he steps it up because they do need him on this team.
They do. They definitely do. You look to Scream, you look to Foxyo to get a lot of the damage done here.
Yeah.
Although PM, really impressed with his play so far. He's definitely doing some good damage here, but it's going to be Uzi picking up the first frag, stopping this A push cold. Bomb, luckily for HellRaiser, stays on the other side of that smoke. But then Kucher is the last man alive here in a 1v5, so he's got the bomb. Great. How does he get onto a site to plant it now?
I don't know. Teleporting is maybe an option.
Wait, does he actually get to walk out here? And I mean, he hears the steps. He hears the steps from Uzi, so he knows somebody's wrapping around.
He knows I'm screwed no matter what I do. I can't do anything. And Uzi ends up with a triple, in fact. So pretty good. 7-4. I mean, Epsilon are really starting to step it up here. This is pretty enjoyable right now. 3 Molotovs and an AWP picked up on the HellRaiser side. It's quite a big investment into this round for them. But I mean, I think if they get another round on the board here, they're going to be all right. If they can get 2 more, I think they're going to be pretty happy about the situation overall. And is it going to be a counter boost coming up? Yeah, look at this. GMX and Scream. The buddy system in full effect. Going to be a flashbang? No, they're just going to go up without any flash. And they could cast him boosting. This would be the perfect time. GMX, stand up for God's sakes. But there it is. The boost comes in and he's going to pick up the first kill. Can't get Angel. Drops him down to 20. It's not quite good enough. It's still pretty good for Epsilon. That's going to really annoy HellRaisers, but it could have been even more perfect if he had caught them all jumping on that truck.
Just a second earlier there. Just a second earlier. But still, managing to get the damage in, bringing it to a 4-on-4, and Epsilon, this is something that could completely catch HellRaisers off guard. If only HellRaisers were... They are still waiting around here. The bomb is still dropped there as well, and Angel's going to get caught out in the open. Scream finding that frag. Now do they do it again?
And these super annoying French people just keep boosting inside. Oh, that's funny.
That was a Belgian guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Time. Come on.
I love it. That's just really, really annoying, right? That's got to be playing on HellRaiser's nerves, because normally on the terror side, you have at least that much map control that you can walk around by the truck and not be too scared, right? Scream taking a little bit of fire damage, but PM watching him through the fire, actually, that's pretty hard to spot. I mean, easy for us with the X-ray, but not so easy for him. Kucher will take him down eventually, but they're running out of time here. Just 17 seconds left. They're going to try and make the crossover, and right through the smoke, Scream is going to catch that kill. Now 12 seconds left, and running out of bullets. Markolov comes through with the AK to take down Scream. 5 seconds. He has to go straight for the plant, and they know it. Yeah, they're just going to rush him down, so no chance for Markolov. Epsilon playing this really well. It looked to me like they were about to be steamrolled in the first couple of rounds, and now they're right back in full effect. This is really cool.
They've bounced back with some clever play of their own and managing to win the duels. But I'm, again, just really impressed with PM. He just seems to be playing it so well. Doja manages to sneak his way through, but PM doesn't give away his position. He still plays the angles properly on the site, and with the help of Scream and a molly to slow Doja down, he manages to pick up that kill. And from there forward, it was Epsilon's round to control.
What would be really fun to see is if they ever tried to do a boost in the middle like they just did, and pushing someone out of the B squeaked over at the A, you know, just to meet up in the middle and be really annoying. Because, you know, they've definitely got HellRaisers playing really slowly right now and worried about any kind of aggressive move. You can see the guy over at B, that's Doja, who's hanging out outside B, just making sure no one's sneaking out that way. They're covering the middle. They're definitely covering the boost, making sure they don't get tricked again. And this is buying time, right? Right now, HellRaisers are just spending their own time doing all of this. And
exactly.
now Wheezy gets to check. There's no one there.
Angel gets to check as well. Make sure that mid, nobody's playing aggressively here. Checks the angles. Yes, sir. Okay, now he sees that it's open, but Scream is going to get flashed in. Doesn't find any targets, though. He will catch Angel out with a nade in hand, but Kucher gets the refrag, and that was crucial there for HellRaisers. They could speed up for this B site now, but there's two guys holding solid on the site itself.
Yeah, this is not such a bad setup for Epsilon. Could definitely work out if they manage to get the right kills. In Molotov as well here, just 30 seconds left. It's PM and GMX has another Molotov. It's going to buy a lot more time for them. Flashbangs in as well. HellRaisers got to get into this bomb site right now. The backup is coming as well. They're losing valuable time doing this. GMX with some great shots going through. Out of bullet, and eventually he's going to get taken down by Simple. PM in the background. Pistol in hand, and he goes down. So now Doja has to run back, pick up the bomb. And again, by the time he tries to plant, he has to commit to it, but he won't even get the chance. Nice headshot from Uzi. And Epsilon, I mean, playing the round really well. They lost Scream in the middle, and that certainly was a chance for HellRaisers to get in there. But the fact that they had saved both the Molotovs in that B bomb site meant that HellRaisers couldn't actually do much.
Yeah, exactly. But they're playing it down to a T, right? They're managing to save their nades until they need them. And then by that time, when HellRaisers do make the play, they've only got 30 seconds left on the clock. When you're dealing with Molotov smokes, flashes coming in at you, when there's only 30 seconds left, when every second counts, that's not a comfortable position. And Epsilon, on top of all of that, are landing the shots when they take the fights. Simple this time, however, will pick off Scream from mid. So now it looks like HellRaisers may have something to work with here. They've got that man advantage still. Although, as I say that, Uzi does manage to pick up one of his own, actually from the boost.
And he takes down Markolov as well, which is definitely uncomfortable, though Doja is also kind of low, so it seems like Epsilon are very close to taking the 10th round here. Are they going to flash themselves into the middle? They've been pretty happy about doing this so far, but looks like nobody's going to help out Uzi. He's going to flash a little bit too far, so actually he's in a bad position here, but he's still going to take down Angel. And then comes in PM and Foxjo to take down the last two. Double up.
What in blazes is going on? Hey, that's just HellRaisers getting picked off, basically.
Yeah.
Picked off and not winning the fight, so they need to win. Basically, it has to be Angel getting around that corner very quickly, getting that kill on the man holding on short, and just kind of steamrolling from there, right? But him getting shut down just brings everything to a halt for HellRaisers. And now we go into the 15th round. HellRaisers, once again, no choice. They have to force it up and go for something here, but they just don't have many nades. They've got 4 nades total to work with.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, all the strats that we saw earlier with smoking off, and actually this is around that would have worked. Look at this. Look at where Foxjo's holding right here with the AWP. So if they had gone for the smoke this way, it would have been good that round, but now they don't have them, so it doesn't even really matter. A bit unfortunate for them. And now they've boosted up where they had Scream with the Deagle earlier, and of course with an AWP, I mean, it works just as well. Doja's already been taken down, and they've lost so much map control over by the B-bomb side. You see how far off GMX is. This is, you know, yeah, this is just uncommon to see CTs this far up.
That's very nice map control coming in. GMX actually keeping the pressure up as well, tagging Kucher and Angel down low. PM is now here with the AWP. This could be an ideal situation here for Epsilon holding this B site if he gets the timing right. And there you go. Peekaboo, point blank on Angel. Picks up the frag. And now it's just going to be Kucher, Markolov, and Simple alive here for HellRaisers. And, well, they've got a lot more time to work with this time around. They are only just getting into the 30 seconds here. But they still are no closer to getting onto a site.
And Scream picks, you know, goes super aggressive over by the A-bomb site. So everything is just falling apart here for the CIS team. In fact, Uzi's going to come in the middle and take down Simple. So 11-4. What an impressive run from Epsilon. How many rounds did they win in a row? Can we bring up the graph really quickly? I'm just wondering if it was actually... All right, so they won...
From the 7th round forward.
Yeah, they won 9 rounds in a row. That's pretty damn impressive. And I think where things really started falling apart for HellRaisers in that first half was when they did that double boost in the middle. Because by then they started playing really slowly. And Epsilon just kept pushing forwards in all different parts of the map, A and B both, and they never really had a chance to set up their own stack because they were always worried about some other push coming out. Well, now they're on the CT side, and they have to win this pistol round. 11-4 is a pretty damn respectable score for the Frenchman.
Well, like this play coming out here from Epsilon as well, getting control of short. They're going to be able to start looking towards that A site. They're going to be able to sandwich this man in. Markov, well, it's not even going to be necessary. Uzi finds him from connector, so this is shaping up to be a perfect round, except for Angel, who manages to get that one-click headshot on PM.
Doja taking a fight, but there's a guy really close, and he's down to 6 bullets. He has to land some good headshots in here. Kuja goes down, and Doja will eventually find 2 kills, in fact. Finds DMX as well, which leaves Scream alone.
This is just turned into a brawl. And now Scream trying to take this fight at mid, looking for that headshot, but he's not going to get it. Angel with another one. Double kill for Angel, and the flank working perfectly there for HellRaisers. They just completely caught Epsilon off guard in mid. Yeah. Epsilon not really watching their back, and that's a problem, because I think Angel actually pushed in from the A site, in through A main, wrapped around through T-spawn, and got in through garage that way. And Epsilon just were completely unprepared for that situation, but it looks like Epsilon, they're not phased by this. They're going to go for an armor buy.
Now remember, winning this means you play Fnatic in a best of 3, and if you lose, you're going to be playing Property in a best of 3, so
oh, that nade.
Yeah.
Although I'm surprised it didn't do more damage, because that looked like it went off in his face, and he has no Kevlar on Uzi, so how did that not just kill him outright, or at least drop him down to like the single digits?
I feel like no amount of Kevlar could have saved his head from that grenade. Like, I know they tell you to wear security glasses at New Year's and everything, but I think that nothing can stop that. Markolov and Angel go down, and this is a pistol round mainly from Epsilon. They're still making it work. They're into a 3-on-3. They've got the bomb down. This is really scary for HellRaisers. If they lose this round, they are completely screwed. And Scream actually doesn't get the headshot there, but the C-75 follow-up, he takes down 2 people. Still with 7 bullets left here. Tries to no-scope for a bit. He's going to get taken down now. It's Foxjo versus Doja. Pistol, and it's going to come out on top here. Double kill for Foxjo. And Epsilon, they steal that round away.
Wow. They managed to keep up that pressure. This is just really nicely done here by Scream. Smart play. Lands that first shot, and then with the CZ, manages to connect with the next 2. Really clean work from him. They knew that Doja was coming in from A main as well because of that kill that happened. Is the second after Scream got his second one there. So it's just Epsilon really reacting well to all the situations, at least to the pressure that HellRaisers were trying to put on them in that retake. Now we look at Epsilon. They're going to be able to buy up. HellRaisers are the ones going for the pistol armor buy. Doja with that scout. He's looking for a shot. And he's going to tag Scream down. Could go for the follow-up, but they shouldn't be peeking at the same time.
That was a double hit, that scout. That hit 2 people right through, so that's really impressive. A lot of damage being dealt here to Epsilon, and HellRaisers have invested everything into this round, so they got to try and win it. Markolov coming up from behind. 8 bullets left. He's going to get overrun. Just too many people there. Simple is next in line, but he's in a 1-on-4, and he just couldn't get it. Look how low they all are. I'm pretty sure that scout hit was a double hit, so 13-5, and Epsilon just 3 rounds away from knocking HellRaisers down to play against Property instead.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have expected this result here. I mean, Epsilon definitely, showing good results and, basically making teams work to beat them. But right now, you'd think HellRaisers are going to be the favorite team going into this, but once again, HellRaisers keeping us guessing. In a match that we expect them to really just be, controlling everything, they are the ones grasping at this point, just hoping to find some way back into this match, because Epsilon have now got all the momentum. They're on the brink of picking up 14 rounds on their T side, and HellRaisers, they're hard ecoing, so they're going to have to go for a force buy in the next round. So it's just not going to be the best kind of buy for HellRaisers. I'm curious if Simple is even going to have enough money for an AWP, for example. He does go for a P250 in this round, so that's $300 less that he's going to have to work with in the next one. And no, he shouldn't actually have it. What nade? What was that?
That hit the tiniest. There's like a tiny pixel showing out of that wall in that floor there. It's actually really annoying. You can get smoke stocks on there as well. But that was the perfect grenade. Oh my god! I wish we could get a replay of that. It's gonna be a 3-on-4 now. HellRaisers, they're a man down, and they're definitely losing this match. But actually, I'm pretty excited anyway because, I mean, Fnatic were obviously playing great against Property on Inferno. The way Epsilon are playing right here, I mean, a best of 3 between Fnatic and Epsilon, that could be one hell of a game.
Really interesting about just Simple. Good movement there. Uzi getting a little jumpy, taking way too much damage. In fact, Markolov in mid-connector, he could find one, and there we go. Instant headshot on PM. Could have the gun to work with as well. He's got a CZ now. There it is. Scream finds that headshot. Not a super high headshot percentage on Scream right now.
No, but he still seems to be doing reasonable work here, and he's not going to let Kucha live, so...
I'm kind of surprised that Kucha would take that fight and give away his position. I mean, sure, they're going to be able to buy in the next round, but holding on to that...
Oh, here's the grenade. Look at this. This is brilliance. Absolute brilliance.
Oh, wow. It hits the rail.
Well...
It hits the rail. There's like a rail or something in the ground right there. Little step. That's just silly.
That is really silly, yes. That should never, ever happen. But it did.
It did.
But Epsilon still came out on top. They didn't lose anything because of it, so that's pretty fortunate. Nice pop flash in there, just throwing it onto the vent up there. And now, are they going to go? Looks like a pretty quick round coming up. They're going to Molotov to make sure no one's back there. And that's actually really cool because that's not uncommon for CTs to be hiding behind that smoke. Well, HellRaisers have already 3 people here, and Markolov's going to take the first kill. They've still got Simple in this corner, and he's going to take down Uzi. A great start to the defense, and PM's going to go down as well. So the bomb has been dropped, and now the rest of HellRaisers is going to be here really quick. Foxio will take down Simple, so it isn't over yet. And with the scope, actually gets almost burned alive. He's got 1 health. Move away from the damn fire. All right. No, he's not afraid.
He has no fear. That was that dirty combo as well, the HE into Molly. But now GMX manages to find one, but Kucher's still alive. GMX holding that angle, and he's not going to win the duel. For them to come this far, Epsilon, for them to get that close, it comes down to a 1v1, and GMX cannot clinch it. Kucher comes through. But that incendiary nade combo, the tagging down there, that's how Foxio takes that much damage. He just gets slowed down in that Molotov.
Oh, man. I would have run all the way back to T-spawn if I was burning like that. I would have just kept running, but it's kind of cool that he stands right at the edge. Simple. I mean, this is the thing. HellRaisers, they win the round, yes, but they only have 1 guy surviving. So look at their grenades and their equipment overall. It's really not that impressive.
No, exactly. They're kind of forcing it right now, or doing the best they can. At least Simple has that AWP. He's got some firepower, and we've seen what he's capable of. Doja.
They've already got 1 guy up in the vents. I'm not sure why they pretend to boost more people, and actually they give up on that boost idea. And it feels like Epsilon's trying to do kind of what HellRaisers were doing earlier with the smoke here. So, I mean, again, the HellRaisers setup here is pretty good for what Epsilon are doing. They have 2 people inside the bomb site. The big problem is that if one of them goes down, then the backup right now is miles away in the middle. So Epsilon, if they're fast to get the first kill, they can definitely win this round.
They have to be so quick here. Simple still alive behind the quad boxes. Missing shots, however, but Markolov's still going to pick up 1. There's Simple finally laying in, and he gets the second one as well. Staying alive, so crucial. Simple, huge play from him. The triple kill, lives with 15 HP, and that's what it's about right there. HellRaisers, Markolov did some work, but Simple just locked that down. And that was actually a very quick play there by Epsilon. Really like that. They threw the nades in, but they already had the guys camped out at the entrance to A, applying pressure with the flashes, and they were right in there, onto that site as quickly as possible. It's just down to just huge play here from Simple, keeping his cool and not missing the shots.
This kid is so good. It's unreal, isn't it? He definitely just saved HellRaisers there, because you're right, Epsilon were potentially quick enough to be able to make something off it. Now they're back to ecoing instead, and it's 14-7. I don't think they're scared yet at all on the terrorist side, but they got to be careful they don't end up, giving the rest of this map away to the HellRaisers team. Grenade, nicely timed, soften up, scream a little bit here. Markolov is not going to have any problems in the background. Easy kills.
Keeping his cool there. Angel finds GMX trying to work his way up short. Now it's just PM who is trying to go through Squeak. Bomb is dropped out in front of A main, however, and the rest of HellRaisers have rotated in, so there isn't a whole lot that he can do apart from hope to pick somebody off at range. He's looking to see if he can't catch somebody rotating over from the B side, in fact. But it's going to be a bit of the flank here, working his way in through short. I'd be amazed if Doja lets this happen, though. Doja definitely... Doja?
Now they definitely know.
Doja!
He gets punished for it.
How are they not, with 5 guys alive?
I don't know.
How are HellRaisers not watching their backs?
That's a good question. They were like, "Are you guys all watching me?" And I'll
watch main too.
Yes,
like, yeah, what is that? Come on.
I don't know. You're right, though. That's really silly. That shouldn't happen. They lose a guy to it. All right, still not that big of a deal, but a little bit annoying potentially. Foxio down to 22 from 1 grenade. That feels like a grenade bug to me. I think that grenade was one of the bugged grenades, unfortunately. And GMX actually gets taken down by Doja, so a lot of damage sustained here by Epsilon. Mm-hmm. There is a bug that's been in this game for a very long time, in case you don't know, which is if you get hit by grenades at a very, very particular angle that nobody really knows exactly what is, you take damage as though you had no Kevlar.
Yeah.
Because Foxio obviously did have body armor, and that should be enough to keep him safe. Oh, some wall bangs going through as well there on PM. And he's down to very low. Angel's going to follow up with a headshot just to make sure it's all done with.
Just to get rid of him there. Kucher actually returning a bit of the love with the wall banging. And now it's going to be a 3-on-5 situation here. Epsilon, they're just getting borne down at this point. Borne down, just poked and damaged. This is not looking good. Low HP on half of them. And now Epsilon trying to make this B play happen, but the HellRaisers rotation already coming in. Smokes are out for Epsilon, though, trying to cut up this site, but Doja still alive on this site. And it's Uzi taking point here behind Scream.
And they're trying to do their very best, but Uzi's going to go down. Doja with a really good double, actually. In fact, a triple kill for him. And Fox does sneak up to get that kill on him, but it won't really matter. They can save the op. They get 3 members still alive, and their CT economy is still looking pretty decent.
That's the scary bit there. Exactly. They've got that bank right now going up on HellRaisers. 3 of the guys with plenty of money. In fact, it's only really Angel and Doja who are kind of lagging behind. But so long as they can keep 3 guys alive and around HellRaisers, they're going to be able to draw practically indefinitely at this point. So really scary position here for Epsilon, because now HellRaisers are starting to get a bit of the momentum. And we're seeing that HellRaisers, their CT side is actually pretty sharp. So Epsilon, they need to just kind of YOLO somewhere and hope that they can overwhelm the defense fairly quickly. Good flash there on Doja, but then Kucher manages to back him up. Doja still flashed. They still can't find him, though. He's going to pick up PM.
That was really scary. Yeah, if they had gone straight for him when he was flashed like that, that would have been an instant kill and a rifle for them to pick up. Instead, they get absolutely nobody, and we're back at 14-10. It kind of begs the question, Sam, what would have happened if HellRaiser had actually started on the CT side? We could have been looking at a scoreline that was, what, like 10-3 right now or something like that? Or maybe not 10-3, but it could have been really one-sided so far.
Sure.
We were like 7-3 or something like that, and we could have all been wondering why the hell aren't Epsilon getting more traction.
You could just be wondering what the hell is going on. Yeah. I mean, there is that. It just seems like HellRaisers, bit of a rough start there, but once they get the rifles and once they get the confidence, it's going to be looking good. But hey, right about now is going to be the peekaboo game.
But are they both going to boost at the same time?
Kucher gets there first. Kucher gets there first.
Perfect. This is like World War I creeping out. Who's going to look over the trenches first? Kucher's there. Fox shows on the other side, and it's going to be Kucher with the timing. Jumps down mid-air, takes down PM, and that's going to be 5-on-3 now. That was wonderful. Do you imagine that, you know, World War I trench war kind of thing? You look up over the battlefield and someone else is out there, you know?
I just picture him like he's got his bayonets, you know, he's got his little shaving mirror stuck to it with the bubble gum, right? He's holding it over the angle.
Exactly.
But this is still...
just waiting for your sergeant to shout at you, stand up and fight, that kind of thing. Or we'll shoot you in the back. I think that was how it worked, more or less.
He didn't have to share his gun at least.
Simple, with 2 great op kills coming in, GMX and Uzi. And he's going to finish off with the 3rd one as well with the C-set 75. 14-11.
14-11, then the slow rise here of HellRaisers. They're standing up, Anders. They're standing up, and they aren't getting shot in the back.
Look at this.
They're doing the shooting. Yeah, there's Kucher. That second one, though, just dropping down on PM like that. PM wasn't even looking the right way. He just got obliterated. And now HellRaisers, well, is Epsilon actually going for a bit of a buy? In fact, eco round buy for them. So this is them just evening out their money to make sure that they have enough for the next round. But they can take a crack here. They've got the smokes. They've got the flashes. They got a molly for the back of the site.
Yeah. But again, the setups here for HellRaisers are pretty good to deal with this kind of setup because the smokes land, I mean, they just don't land in a place where they're really going to block anyone out. Markolov and Simple with the kills coming in. Angel is there really quick to help out, and this is not really going anywhere. Perfect lockdown from HellRaisers. All right, so Epsilon have actually done this a couple of times now. What I wish they would do instead, because there's another way to attack this bomb site. The kind of attack they keep going for is one that revolves around locking out the middle and the truck from the map, and then hope you can kill the guys inside the bomb site and make sure nobody comes to help them, right? And it's a good idea, except for the fact that HellRaisers are holding so many people inside the A bomb site that it never really works. So what they could do instead is they can actually Molotov the large part of the site from outside. If they smoke off main and then through the Molotovs through their own smoke inside, then they can actually just push in as people are trying to run away from the fire. And that's another way of dealing with that A-bomb site that they haven't tried yet. Simple, though. Well, he's going to take care of Foxshow, and he's ready for a potential follow-up shot here on GMX if he tries. And, well, his elbow certainly going to hurt a little bit. It's going to ache in the morning.
Down to 16 HP. This is still HellRaisers. I mean, HellRaisers are just looking fantastic at this point. They're even trying to nade GMX just to make sure.
Yeah, nice idea.
I mean, turn that around. You can go for that shot. Hell, I would love to even see a boost on the GMX, but they're going to be backing off towards mid right now. Epsilon looking to apply some pressure here, and there you go. Entry frag from Scream, headshot on Angel. And that's going to bring it back to a 4-on-4 situation. Epsilon actually managing to do some good damage here. Kucher is going to shut him down, however. Uzi is out, and now is down to the remaining members, and they are low. GMX, only 16 points.
Yeah. It's a nice way for them to get back in the game if they can send Scream on a, seek and destroy type of mission. Pave their road in headshots, that kind of thing. Markelov in a little bit of an awkward corner. If Scream comes around here, he could really open up this round, but Markelov turns around just in time. Simple as there for the kill on PM, which leaves GMX, and he's going to flick away on Kucher, but it's pretty much too late anyway here. Even if he gets another kill, it will make absolutely zero difference in this round. 10 seconds left. He can't get onto a bomb site anymore. He's done some damage to HellRaisers, which is kind of nice, but at the same time, I don't think the economy is really what matters that much for HellRaisers right now. They're just riding this comeback wave. They're going to be at 14-13 here, winning the round as time is up. And look at that, look, 16,000 on Simple. So taking away a couple of rifles really doesn't hurt them that much anymore.
No, not by any stretch. They're going to be perfectly fine for the remainder of this half, pretty much. The thing is that GMX actually makes the right call and manages to hold on to that AWP, and there's still enough money on Epsilon to go for a pretty healthy buy here, so they're going to be able to keep that pressure up. I'd just love to see a fake out of Epsilon. Go for that smoke round on A, and then run back into mid, because you know that HellRaisers are just going to be rotating in like madmen. So some kind of fake to throw HellRaisers off guard, and we may be seeing that. I mean, they are kind of gathered over here on this A side. The entrance.
The counter boost coming up from HellRaisers in the vent. I'm pretty sure Kucher is in the vent somewhere. Yeah, so he hasn't shot out the other side of this vent yet, which means if Epsilon go and check the middle, they might just see, they see the vent. So if they just assume, oh, there's nobody there, which is a silly assumption to make, but it happens a lot. You could see here. No one's looking where Kucher is. The right timing here can net him a bunch of kills. And now, is the call going to come through? And Foxio had no idea. Scream goes down as well. Uzi is going to take down Angel. So just a nice, tiny, really simple mind game. This isn't like super elaborate Counter-Strike, but it's, it's in the details right now.
The important part, though, is that they still managed to get out onto this site somewhat. Simple is alive behind the quad boxes. So until Epsilon can root him out of here, this is going to be a big deal. GMX, however, managing to pick one up. And it's going to still be a 3-on-2 situation. Simple makes it a 3-on-1, and he's going for the last kill as well. Simple just kind of dancing, and he just casually walks out into the open and picks Uzi off. That ties HellRaisers up. 14-14 with Epsilon. It's got to be a wall of blue on the stats bar right now. This has got to be an insane comeback here from HellRaisers.
25 kills on Simple. I think that tells the story of just what an incredible talent this guy is. 17 years old, right?
That was, I mean, basically Epsilon were trying to change up how they were going to approach that site, trying to wrap around through short. Essentially, get control of mid, wrap around through short. Just so happens that Kucher's boosted up in vents, and that was the perfect anti-play there by HellRaisers, pretty much. Having him in there just completely eviscerated what Epsilon were trying to do.
But I mean, look at how much Epsilon have to deal with. Now there's a boost in the container on the middle here, so Kucher going to go for the easy pick and look. They're just trying to set up. They're not even really interested in taking a fight. And, well, good return from Scream. Those kills matter so much. That actually saves the round entirely for them. But it's still, I mean, if you're HellRaisers right now, you're not even at a point where you're thinking about how do we get into a bomb site. You're just worried about not losing half your army before you even get there.
Exactly, you're looking to have time to set up, but HellRaisers playing a very aggressive style on the CT side. Just really nicely done here. Scream saving the round pretty much single-handedly there for Epsilon, though. That boost managing to work out perfectly. And they are gathered up outside of B-side, which isn't something we've seen them do for a while now. So this could work to their advantage. Markelov pushed up to make sure that nobody can rotate back through mid. And it's all going to be down to Doja, actually. Doja alone. Everybody else is nowhere near here for HellRaisers.
Markelov could get in the vent really quickly if Doja just lands one flashbang here to buy time. And there it is. If Markelov is here quick enough, he could be perfect. He's really close by. Just look at this timing. They're going to hear the vent, but not if they're fighting Doja. All he has to do is stay alive for a few seconds, and this could still be great. He gets the first kill, and now look at Markelov in the background. He's coming through. This is perfect timing. HellRaisers, absolutely fantastic communication. Doja with the double. Markelov picking up the last one, but even if Doja had only killed one guy, even if he just stays alive, that's all he has to do, and it works out. 15-14. HellRaisers embarking on a ridiculous comeback, and they're making it work.
They really are, with very smart play there. Markelov lending a hand through checkered. That was about everything that needed to happen there. And now Epsilon, what do? They only have enough for 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and an HE. It's not exactly a whole lot to work with here, apart from just the straight-up firepower. But It's not looking too likely. And then, yeah, HellRaisers continue with the aggression. And I'm surprised to see them do this. On the 30th round, they're still willing to push up like this. And Uzi could walk right into Simple in just a second.
He could, but is he going to get fast enough? Yeah, fast enough to take him down? That's the big question. He's sort of thinking about it. If he eventually does, got to make sure he doesn't get his teammate shot behind the wall with that AWP, and Simple only hits the one, but he could have actually hit two behind there, so that would have been a little bit sad. HellRaisers 2 kills away from making this 16-14. It was 11-4 for the first half, and Epsilon, they got 3 rounds in the second half, and that's about it. Markov is going to take down Scream, and PM dies, and HellRaisers win it. Oh my god, that's such a sick comeback.